Hi everyone, I'm going to go through solutions to these in-class practice problems along with some tips for how to approach some of them on the exam. Okay, first question, we've got a market for PlayStation 6 consoles. We've got a market price of $600, quantity of 10 million, and someone is proposing a price ceiling at $500. Okay, well, let's see how we can go about that. Okay, price ceiling at 500. Once we've got a particular price in mind, we should just go ahead and whack a horizontal line across at that price. So there we go, 500. Consumer surplus with the price ceiling. For this one, we need a assumption. We know the quantity that gets traded is going to be here. And we'll make the assumption that it's going to be these buyers that will go ahead and buy. That is the buyers with the greatest willingness to pay. They pay $500. They would have been willing to pay their price on the demand curve here. So this consumer surplus is this area all the way up in here. Producer surplus is the easier one. Producer surplus is the area below price and above the supply curve. So that is all of our area in here. And our deadweight loss is this triangle in here. So maybe that's a bad way of showing it. Let me use a different marker color. This is blue here. This triangle in here is our deadweight loss. Okay, that's question one. Let's have a look down at question two. We have supply and demand schedules for tutoring sessions at Ivy League State University. What is the market equilibrium? That one should be pretty straightforward. We've got the quantities being the same there. So our market equilibrium must be $30 and a quantity of 150. Now we're going to subsidize these tutoring sessions. Okay, when we subsidize, hopefully you guys remember the quantities still needs to be the same, because for an equilibrium we always need to have quantity the same, but the prices are going to be different on the supply and demand curve. So in particular, if we drew a quick graph of this, there's our supply curve, demand curve. A subsidy we could think of as either raising the demand or lowering the supply. I'll keep it with raising the demand because that matches what we did in the slides. So we've got a new demand curve here. Take a look at what has happened to the things that we measure. So our quantity has increased. So we're going to be looking for a higher quantity than 150. We've got the price on the supply curve here, the original supply curve, is going to rise. That is, the suppliers of tutoring are going to get paid more, and the price the buyers pay is going to be down here. The buyers are going to end up paying less. Okay, so our price was 30. The price the sellers get is going to go up. 35 and 200 looks like it makes sense. And the price buyers pay is going to go down, 25 and 200, and we've got quantities that match. So that must be our new equilibrium here. How many tutoring sessions? 200. How much will students pay? There'll be 25, and the tutors will get 35. So we've found our equilibrium there, where there's a $10 difference between the price the buyers pay and the price the sellers receive, and where the quantity has risen, which we know it must for a subsidy. How much will this cost Ivy League State? Well, it's $10 per session times the 200 sessions that are being offered. So 10 times, I'm already regretting writing this out, 200 equals 2,000. I'm going to cut it there and pick up for 3 and 4 next.